Welcome back, everybody. Unfortunately, we need to take a trip back to Texas, specifically Cameron, Texas, where there's been a crazy accident and explosion. This was about 6:15 in the morning local time near Austin, Texas, to the north of Austin, actually in a place called Cameron. You can see here news outlets are covering it currently and ongoing. Specifically, here is a video from News Now from Fox. Unfortunately, I can't play it for you right now, but if you want to check it out, it's over here. I'll leave the link in the description box. What I really wanted to show you guys is that you can see this explosion from space. Now, this chart I'm about to show you goes back about 18 to 20 hours, and you can see a lot of different hotspots here in the west part of Texas. That is a normal thing. There are thermal energies coming through the ground and stuff like that. The temperatures are warming up in this area, but I have this set on particle size. Now, this is meant to actually see fires, forest fires, wildfires, things like that, or heat signatures. And you're going to notice when the ticker gets to about 6:15 a.m., we're going to see that explosion take place in Texas, right where the coordinates bring us. Keep your vision focused in this part of the map right here. This is where Cameron, Texas is, and as I cross over 6:15, boom, you see that flash, and then we see a trail of smoke slowly pouring out of it. Now, since then, they have contained this fire. It's not nearly as big as it was, but big enough to be recorded here on the College of DuPage weather site. In this view here, I have it zoomed in a little bit. I will backtrack, and we'll go over this a few times, but you could see this clear as day. Just as the sun begins to rise in this part of Texas, we see that flash first. That is the heat signature. We could see it right there, just as the sun's passing over, and then shortly after, we see the first set of billowing clouds coming out of exactly that area. As far as the current information with this situation, there are no injuries. Thank God. That is pretty crazy for an explosion this size and people involved. Obviously, a train and some sort of tanker truck. More times than not, we often will have injuries associated with accidents of this magnitude. Now, really quick, I just want to correct something. 6:45 a.m. Central Time is when the first police communication was received about this crash. For those of you interested, the Texas Department of Transportation offers a wide variety of webcams on their highways, so when things like this happen, you can kind of get right in there and kind of see what's going on. At the moment, though, a lot of these cameras are down because of the weather situations we've had in this area. And the reason I'm posting on this is because this is visual from space. And when we're talking about being able to see that on satellite radar charts for our weather, you know it was a big deal. Anyway, as far as the web cameras go in this area, for some reason, none of the cameras are really popping up here. Again, like I said, a lot of these cameras are out of commission based on some of the weather repairs they're doing in this area. So it's almost like every other camera on the main highways is visible at the moment. But the area around Cameron seems to be kind of blocked off at the moment. So let's take a look at this a few times. I'm going to backtrack over it and we'll go ahead and try to get our best view of it. And it looks like this is going to be it right here on the particle size setting right here. For any of you that come to this site, the College of DuPage website, you come down to the localized sector, which brings you zoomed in to the center portion of Texas, and then you pick particle size to get this setting here so you can see the actual heat signature of this explosion represented by this white dot here. And then just like the weather patterns, the airflow moves in the exact direction as the incoming weather from the Gulf. So we know exactly what we're looking at here. So we can go back and forth and we just see the explosion and then the smoke afterwards. So even though we are looking at a little speck on the map, this is very significant to see from space. More times than not, you will not see anything like this. And this is why we have this thermal imaging setting, so we can actually keep track of this stuff. And it's been going on a lot, not just Texas, as you can see, a huge area of thermal heat coming through the ground. And this extends all the way through the West Coast. With that said, my friends, I hope everyone is safe. I hate to bring you more bad news about Texas, but we got to keep everything reported and people up to date. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back later if anything else comes up. If not, tomorrow morning will be the next video. Thank you all so much, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.